Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a best of self-tanners video. I have told you guys I'm going to do this for so long, and I have not done the self-tanning video, and it's almost the end of summer. So it's still a good time though, because I still self-tan during the winter, especially because I get really, really pale, and I want to make sure that I'm maintaining a little bit of a glow. I don't want to get too ghostly. I don't like that look on me, especially with my new like blondish hair, and I'm gonna go a little bit later, I think next time. So yeah, I want to maintain a little bit of a glow. So I hope this video is still helpful for those of you that were interested. I'm gonna start with my favorite drugstore tanners. I don't really have very many because honestly I don't want to get that orangey look, so I've been a little bit afraid to try all of them, but I have tried a bunch, even if I've just spot tested and seen how it looked and didn't end up liking it. But I just want to show you the ones that I like, the ones that I would personally use. So the first one is the Sublime Bronze Self-Tanning Towelettes for Body, and I get the medium natural tan. These are nice, but you have to be really careful with them because they are towelettes. You want to make sure you're covering them evenly. This is for your whole body. I did get streaky the first couple times, but then after that you kind of learn how to use them, and it's really, really easy. And it's really easy to kind of even it out as you go along. It's not like you're going to have streaks forever. So these are really good. Also, the Sublime Bronze Gel is good too. I just don't have that to show you. I'm out of it. So the Sublime Bronze is good. I like the L'Oreal, that brand and that kind. Those are both good. And then those get you pretty dark pretty quickly. I definitely saw a difference the next morning. Well, even hours later, but the next morning definitely. It didn't seem to come off on my sheets or anything. You want to make sure that you exfoliate really well, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. But my next favorite is the Jergens Natural Glow Foaming Daily Moisturizer. Either the foaming or the regular one, and this is gradually creates natural looking color. This is so slow. I like this if you don't want much of a tan. I would use this in the winter, maybe use the cream as like a moisturizer. The foam isn't my favorite, but I'm out of the cream again, so I like both of them. The body lotion and the foam are both good. And this just, you won't see a difference until like a week after you start using it or more. So I don't know, it's okay, but it's definitely not my favorite. You get more bang for your buck with these if you want to get dark. If you just want a really natural glow, definitely go for this one. That's a good one. And then I do like their face one as well. You will see a little bit of a difference, and it gives you kind of more radiant looking complexion, which is nice. Now, those are pretty much my favorite drugstore ones. I didn't really like the Banana Boat one, and I think Neutrogena makes one. I don't really like that one either, but I do want to quickly talk about exfoliating because it's super important that you exfoliate really well and moisturize really well when you're self-tanning. I love the Kiehl's Soy Milk and Honey Body Polish. It's with loofah fruit and jojoba butter. And they're really, really small granules. I have sensitive skin, so I have to be careful about that kind of thing. And this works really well for me. And this is good enough that I can use it every day. And I think I've talked about this in a favorites video, but I can use this almost every day. It works really well, and I really, really like that. So make sure you exfoliate before you self-tan. That's super important. And then moisturize like your elbows, your knees, where you don't want to get too much self-tanner because these parts will get really, really dark, so you want to be careful about that. Now, on the same boat, not drugstore brands, great self-tanners in terms of towels. Tan Towel are the best towelettes I found. They make Tan Towel Plus, which I have, or the regular. Plus gets you darker faster. These are really good, again, because they're a towelette. Be really careful about streaking. You want to make sure that you're covering very evenly all over your body. Even these you can get a little bit streaky with, but they give you really, really nice bronzy color. I find that even with drugstore, if I use the Sublime too much, I get a tiny bit orangey. Not like really orangey, not so it's noticeable, but it's noticeable to me. And these don't get you orangey at all. So that's why I prefer not drugstore brand. If you're going to buy a self-tanner, I definitely suggest spending a little extra money because it's going to be all over your body, and people see that all the time, every day. And you want to make sure that you're giving yourself a radiant, natural glow, not in that orangey tan. That's not something that I like. So these are really natural. Just be really careful about using them. It takes a couple times, but again, it's easy to even out. Just when you're doing it, if you have a streak, go over it twice. If you have like a whiter spot, and it's really easy to even out. But these are really, really nice. You can get these on HSN. That's where I got them. And then I actually really like the Tan Towel All Day Daily Body Moisturizer for all skin tones, and this helps you develop a tan as well. So I like using this with my self-tanners because it gives me another layer of kind of self-tanner and building that natural tan. So this is a good moisturizer, but really any moisturizer will work. I just got this in my Tan Towel Plus with the towelettes, the set I got, so I've been using that. Another self-tanner that's really, really good, sorry, I have them next to me, is Zentan. And a lot of you, if you watch Fleur de Force, if you watch Fleur's channel, she really likes Zentan. And I kind of got the recommendation from her, wanted to try it. I do really like it. It makes me really, really dark. It probably gives me one of the darkest looks that self-tanners do. I'm not like really dark. It still looks very natural. But it does not last very long on me. It seems to wash off kind of most of it than the day after, and then if I keep putting it on, it'll give me more of a glow. But it says weekly self-tan, and it only lasts probably like 3 or 4 days on me, maybe not even that much, but I still like it. And if I use it more, like every other day for a week, it will last longer than a week for me. So it just depends how often you want to do it. Sometimes I don't feel like doing self-tanner all that often, so if you just want a night or something, or 2 days, this is totally fine, and it's a really good one, and it will give you one of the darkest tans that self-tanners can, which is why I really like that. So for special occasions, that's a good one to use. I also love, 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 these are my top two, my Saint Tropez Bronzing Mousse. This is amazing. I used to put it on with a mitt. Now I just use my hands, and just wash your hands really, really well afterwards, because you want to make sure that you're not going to get this self-tanner all over your hands, and your hands are like really, really, really dark, and the rest of your body is not. But this is really good. It just has a pump. You pump it out as a mousse and then put it all over, and it works really well. This lasts on me for like 5-6 days. I do it twice, and it lasts for a little bit over a week. So love this one. Really good at building a tan. Continues to build a tan. The only thing is with a mousse, it's a bit drying, so you want to make sure that you moisturize really, really well when you're using a mousse tanner, because you don't want parts to dry, because then your tan will start to kind of like flake off, and that's really bad. Also, your tan, you want to make sure your tan is lasting, so you don't want to exfoliate every day, but it is good to exfoliate even while you're self-tanning, like even after you've already put it on. I know I said you do it before, but like after you self-tanned a couple times, you want to kind of exfoliate again and make sure that, you know, your skin tone is still even, you're still getting off dead skin cells and any like dry skin, so that you have a really clean surface to keep putting self-tanner on, because you don't want to just layer, layer, layer and never exfoliate, because then it'll start to kind of like get kind of weird and flaky and patchy. So, and especially with mousses, make sure you moisturize, but this is so good. Really even, like this is one of the most even applying self-tanners ever. I've not ever gotten streaky even the first time I did this. So this is amazing. I love that. And then the next one, probably, it's right up there. I don't know. These are neck and neck. But the Bare Essentials Faux Tan. It comes with this brush, and I used it the first time, and it took me 30 minutes to apply the self-tanner. So next time, I just use my hands, because that's just easiest. I love this because it is really dark. It gets me a bit darker than the Saint Tropez, just a little bit, and they last just as long. I think this might last a little bit longer for me, and it's super moisturizing because it's a lotion. It's really moisturizing, which is nice because you don't feel like you have to layer on the moisturizer afterward to keep your skin from like flaking and drying out. But this is so amazing. I totally recommend this. If you've never tried self-tanner before, this is foolproof. I've never gotten streaky, never looked funny with this either, and I love, love, love this. I got this on QVC with the brush. You can certainly use the brush, but you can see it's pretty small. It's not going to cover like huge surface area, so I just use my hands, but make sure that if it's taking you a really long time, wash your hands in the middle of putting it on and then go back and put some more on, because you don't want your hands to absorb all that. Oh, another trick is that before you put on self-tanner with your hands, put moisturizer all over your hands and then wait like 5 minutes to let it soak in a little bit, and then use your hands to apply it, and that way your skin won't be absorbing the self-tanner. The moisturizer will be blocking it from absorbing. That's why you put it on your elbows and your knees and stuff like that. So this is amazing. And then my last two are my favorite self-tanning face products. And I really like the Clarins one. This is the Delicious Self-Tanning Cream. And it looks like this. I have like the sample size, but it's like a gel. If you guys can see that. It's like a bronzing gel for your face, but it's really nice. It gives you a really nice color. Sorry, I have swatches from my Bloom haul that I filmed. But yeah, it smells really bad. It smells really bad. That's the downside. I hate the way that smells. Oh God, that's gross. But it works really well, and the smell will go away, I promise. But it gives you a really nice tan. the fastest face tanning and probably the best one. It's an exfoliator and tanner in one, and you've probably heard a million gurus talk about this, but this is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Glow Pad Anti-Aging Exfoliating Self Tanner with active vitamin D in it. And they're little patches, and I have packets, 20 towelettes all over your face, down my neck. That's how I do it. Wake up the next morning, most beautiful skin, like glowing tan. It's amazing. I love it. These are worth every penny and probably more. I will continue to buy these. This is like my #1 self-tanning product ever. I'm obsessed with this. So good. Anyway, I can't really say anything more about it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this self-tanning video. Sorry I was a little bit long, but I hope you got some helpful hints and tricks and some good products that you'd like to try out if you're interested in self-tanning. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me, leave me a comment, anything. I try to respond to as many as I possibly can. And I hope you are all having a wonderful day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!